Wait till you get a load of this. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike. Well, in this episode, we go extreme. This is my extreme smartphone astrophotography rig. This right here is an Ioptron SkyTracker Pro Generation 2, and on top rides my smartphone rig that you saw in the last video. Now, I won't go through the specs and all that with everybody here. It's pretty straightforward. I'll just go generally here. S21 Ultra Samsung, 20,000 milliamp hour battery bank, all riding on an Ioptron SkyTracker Pro Generation 2. Pretty simple. It is a manual equatorial mount, so you have to manually do everything, but you can polar align so you can get great alignment and good solid tracking. For this test, all I really did was take the phone to its maximum. I shot this basically 30-second subs. The Samsung S21 Ultra only allows 30-second subs, so that's where I was. And I allowed this to go basically 30 minutes at a crack. When I was done, I took basically the best hour of data that I had. And so when you figure that, that's 240 subs that I shot. This was 7mm ISO 800 at f1.8, so pretty sharp, lots of light. I shot wide open. My target was the Cygnus region of the Milky Way in the Summer Triangle. It is to my east, and so that really helps because it's in darker sky. I can't shoot the core of the Milky Way in the position that I am here at home because the city of Phoenix is in the way, and that is a white zone. I'd be shooting through lots of light pollution. Just for reference, I'm Bortle 6 here, so it's dark, but it's not that dark. So now I'll take you through some of the advancements that we've made to this rig to help us shoot what we're going to shoot tonight. So, how do I set up my smartphone to do all this? Well, it's really simple. On the Play Store, if you have a newer Android phone, there is an app called the Intervalometer app. It's relatively cheap. It's about $5. But you hit Intervalometer, it'll open. Make sure your accessibility thing is open. If you have any questions, you can always run this through Google. It'll tell you how to set your phone up. But you have accessibility on. It says open Intervalometer and camera. Well, I hit the Intervalometer thing. It'll immediately open my camera app with the Intervalometer app. Now, I usually go to more, and of course, I have to set mine to Pro mode. Nice thing about the Intervalometer is it moves on the screen for you. All my settings, you do that like normal, like you would do a normal setup. But what you do is, with the Intervalometer app, it'll actually remember your settings. So it knows that normally if I just hit start, it's going to do 50 images, 5-second intervals. Pretty simple. Now, I usually run by time. So the start with the infinity symbol right here, I usually hit that. And it starts this clock down here. And I will go for 30 minutes each run. And when 30 minutes are up, I will stop it and basically review my images, mount it back up, get her all set to go, hit start again, and I'll run another 30 minutes worth of imaging. To get your shutter position set so you can actually hit start and it'll do it, there's this little target right here. You hit target and you hold it down, it'll put that little thing to the bottom, and it says bring the shutter ring over. So I put the target right on the shutter ring. Now your shutter position is set. Now, once you get yourself all ready to go, all you have to do is hit the start infinity and away you go. Now, this is what makes it a lot of fun. Once you hit start, leave it alone. Don't touch it, just let it run. And when you get to your 30-minute mark or however long you want to do it, just hit stop and you're done. That's how simple it is. One of the most important things that you can do is shoot calibration frames. And one thing I've done with my smartphone rig is actually mod it with the case so I can shoot dark frames. This case actually has a door on it, and this works out really well. So all I have to do when I shoot darks is move the door up, close off the lens, and shoot darks. And use the Intervalometer app like I showed you previously to shoot your darks also. And then you're ready for processing. Good evening, everybody, from Tremonto in North Phoenix. And tonight we're doing extreme smartphone astrophotography again. And this time it's a full go. We are actually going to do a full project here with this. My S21 Ultra Samsung is running right now at ISO 800, doing 15-second exposures at f1.8. And we are shooting the Cygnus area of the Milky Way right now. But what I think is really cool is just off over the trees over there, that bright dot, that is the planet Saturn right now coming up over the horizon. And pretty cool. I love the night sky. It is a lot of fun. And it's just so cool to see the universe in motion here. But yeah, I'm about 15 minutes through here on my subs here, and I'm going to try to get about a half hour here worth of subs and just enjoy the night sky. But in a little bit here I will show you the results of what I've captured, and I am doing full calibration frames, so I do have the ability to do darks, so we'll make sure that this looks really good. But just really cool. I'm shooting Cygnus, and just up over the horizon here comes Saturn. So I might give her a shot tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. But it is nice and quiet. It's just after midnight here. And I am polar aligned with Polaris, which is to the north. And but luckily I'm not shooting into the light, so I'm actually shooting into the dark here. This is a little spot I have behind the garage here that's kind of sheltered. You can kind of see the shadows around me, so I don't get so much dang light pollution. I mean, you still get light pollution. Phoenix is there to the south, but I kind of got a little hideaway spot here, and I like to come back here quite a bit. This is like one of my favorite spots. During the day, you could see Tremonto, which would be in the darkness right there. It's a old extinct volcano. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Here comes a plane right here, moving, making his way. But luckily he's not in my shot, so yeah, we'll see what we come up with, guys. I hope it comes out to be extremely beautiful. Thanks for joining me tonight. impressive what a smartphone can do if you give her a chance. Anyway, I really enjoyed making this episode. Smartphone astrophotography is something I do to unwind and just enjoy myself. If you're a fan of this kind of content and just a fan of astronomy and astrophotography, please subscribe. Not just to me, but to all my friends out there, all the other astrophotographer channels that are out there. We really enjoy making this content for you. And I'm an advocate not just for myself, but for the entire community. I wish you all clear skies, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time shooting the night sky. I'll see you on the next episode of NiteZpeed.
We do it now. We do it now.